Hey, everybody. So, do you recall that at the beginning of the semester I said that taking a course on existentialism in the arts at 8 a.m. Uh, in January in Duluth would give you the maximal opportunity that you could to experience the absurd? That is to say, it was the best time for someone to actually study existentialism. Well, it turns out that nature knew, but I did not know that I was wrong. It turns out that we could up the absurd value by another level. So I encourage you to take the opportunity to really appreciate all of the sort of markers of the absurd that you will routinely encounter. It is sort of our special benefit um, of our current time. The purpose of this video is to give you an idea about how the course is going to proceed from here and what changes are going to be made in the course proceeding from here. There's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that there's really not that many changes. There are a couple changes to what the requirements of the course are going to be, and then there's a lot of changes in the delivery of the course, which is a mixed bag. But I'm going to try my best to do two things. I want the course to still be interesting and fun and challenging for you. And I also want the course to be accessible to you regardless of the circumstance in which you find yourself right now. And so, something to keep in mind is that nothing I'm about to say is set in stone. If it turns out that your circumstances are such that the adjustments I make can't actually make the course accessible to you because of your lack of access to the internet or because of the circumstances in which you are living right now, we will figure out a way to work around it no matter what it is. Even if I don't hear from you, even if I'm not able to get in touch with you, I will still work with whatever your situation is to make sure that you can complete this course and complete it in a way that sort of is satisfying and gets you what you need to keep moving forward in your education. So let's talk about changes to the actual structure of the course. There is um, relatively, all things considered, small change to the structure of the course that is meant to make the course more accessible to you, especially given the policy changes the university has decided to make. So let's talk about that policy really quickly. The university has decided that they're going to give every student the opportunity, every undergrad, the opportunity to switch any undergraduate course they're taking to a pass fail course, basically, to a satisfactory, non satisfactory grade. So right now, I think everybody's enrolled on an A through F, a standard, grade point average basis. The university is giving you the opportunity to switch to satisfactory, non-satisfactory, which means that if you get a C minus in the class, then you get an S. You pass the class. This will insulate your GPA from various things. This will make you able to make easy decisions about how much effort you want to contribute, uh, depending on sort of what your current context is. So this is a lot of flexibility. And in this class, it's especially a lot of flexibility because of the way the grade in this class is structured. So over here, I have a chart that gives you the A through F grades and the sort of set of assignments. And what kinds of grades are necessary to get the sort of major grade based on the grades in these assignments. So as you recall, the majority of the actual work you're doing in this class is low stakes work that's pass fail. If you do it, if you meet a certain threshold, then you get full credit. And then there's the possibility, if you don't, for me to sort of send you back to sort of do a little bit more work. So I made two changes to what the requirements of this course are compared to what this original syllabus says. Originally, in order to get an A in this class, you had to complete 4 in-class analyses with a satisfactory grade, and you had to do good to excellent work on 3 major assignments: the midterm, the final, and a presentation. Um, so the change is this. I've added one more in-class analysis assignment. Um, the good news about that is that a significant percentage of you have already met the requirements that you need to make in order to have all the in-class assignments, because we've already had 5 in-class assignments. So um, if you've done all 5 of these assignments, then you're done with that portion to get an A in this class. And there will continue to be lots of opportunities to do versions of in-class analyses assignments through the rest of the semester. So for most of you, this portion of your grade is pretty much done. Similarly with the theme analyses assignments, if you've done all the theme analyses assignments that have been posted, then you have done all of the ones that you need to, presuming that you get a satisfactory grade, to meet that requirement. Um, uh, we need a few more reading reflection assignments, one more actually, to just get to the base, but there'll be plenty of opportunities to do that. Um, uh, so one change, like I said, there's one more in-class analysis assignment than was originally required for an A. Um, and the other change is that originally you had to do a presentation and a paper for your final grade in this class, but now you only have to do one or the other. So you'll post a video executing a presentation, which will basically be a spoken live version of a theme analysis assignment that your peers will interact with by sending you questions about your video, and you will have the opportunity to respond to them. And we'll have plenty of models of that through the rest of the semester. Or you can just write an essay about a specific question. You don't have to do both. So as the satisfactory, non-satisfactory grade for the class is concerned, um, if you just do the final assignment um, and you do the midterm and you get a C approximately on both of those assignments, then you can hit the satisfactory mark for this class. So hitting satisfactory for this class is relatively easy and highly accessible to all of you. And I will be sending you information, each and every one of you, specific information about what you need to do to get different grades in this class, where you are and what the work will look like, what available work there will be. Um, so those are the 2 major changes. One more in-class analyses, which is, now just a name and not an actual reflection of when and where this will occur, and one less major assignment. So if you look at the homepage every week, what you will find um, is that it might look like there's a lot more work and not less. And that's because I want to give you lots of opportunities to hit that mark. So I'm going to be giving you multiple opportunities to do reading reflections or in-class analyses or theme analyses every week. But for most of you, it won't be necessary. And you'll be able to see exactly what you need to do by looking at your grade. And you know what? I'll post a video about how you can do that after, and I'll add it to this sort of list of available videos. So what you'll see every week, just like always, is a scheduled, a sort of breakdown of what's happening. The first section is about what we're reading or reviewing in this case. The second section will be lectures. The posted lectures will be much more important. This week, there's going to be 5, right? So there's going to be these 3, which will be about the content. The one that I'm talking to you through right now, which is the remainder of the semester, and one more about how to see where you are grade-wise in the class. Um, Again, apparently lots of assignments here, but one of these is just a discussion board that you're not required to participate in, but gives you the opportunity to ask questions about clarification about the material. One of these is the theme analysis assignment, one of the theme analysis assignments that was due last weekend, that I want you to have another opportunity to take a shot at once you've had an opportunity to sort of engage with me about the material. Um, and again, two reading reflections, which are in a very important sense up to you based on what grade you're trying to get in this class, and what work you've already done for this class. In this case, what we're going to be reading is um, uh, um, Suspicion and Lars and a Real Girl. Those movies are both posted in the media gallery, which you can access here. The link is also there. So you click this link, it's the same link as that's up there in that list. Um, and that takes you to, this takes a second to load. And yeah, that takes you to this page where there's a bunch of movies. Here is Suspicion. Oh, okay. And I'll make sure that Lars and the Real Girl is posted up there by the end of the day today. Um, but so uh, anytime I'm asking you to do something with a movie, it will be posted here, or a link will be posted to where you can access it for free elsewhere. So Suspicion is posted here, but I also found a free version online. Um, so uh, that is so I will set up a Google Doc where you don't have to do it all at the same time, although I am going to set up a couple of opportunities for us to engage together with Lars and the Real Girl. Um, uh, and I will use the information I gathered from you uh, on that um, survey. So as you can see, there's no sort of generally agreed upon time. Uh, but what I will probably do is pick a couple of these times, and so people can check in and sort of talk together. And I'll probably open a Zoom meeting while we're doing this. So um, so main takeaways, slight change to the requirements of the course. Um, two major assignments, the midterm and the final instead of three. One more low stakes assignment in the in-class analyses section. Second takeaway, you can take this course pass fail if you want. The particulars of how that change will be made have not been publicized yet, but as soon as they are, I will make them available. And really, the final takeaway: uh, uh, you have a unprecedented opportunity in our lifetimes to appreciate the absurd here. So don't let it slip through your fingers. You gotta milk the absurdity out of this experience. And to sort of get you started, I want to show you um, let's see. I have a piece of the absurd uh, that I think that you might appreciate. Um, let's see. Here it is. This is a tot waffle. Um, Here is a long Twitter thread about tot waffles and how to make them. You should read it. It is one of the most beautiful things that I have encountered in my lifetime. In addition to that, it also shows you how to make something that is equal parts disturbing and disgusting, which is a waffle made out of tater tots. The waffle made out of tater tots is not really the objectionable part. The objectionable part is what she calls syrup chip, which is what it sounds like it is. I encourage you, if you can, to take the opportunity to have a tot waffle, and to try some syrup chip. I'm going to when the opportunity next arises. Um,